What it is though. Man, yesterday it was so warm and so nice. It was like 70 degrees here, and today I think it's like 40 degrees right now. It's so cold. Like I'm freezing in my room here, and the thermostat set to like 76, and I'm still cold. The weather here, this is why they call it Mother Nature, all right? This is not why this is why they don't call it Father Nature. This is why they call it Mother Nature. Is because the weather is literally just like a woman. It's hot and cold, mood swings. The weather doesn't even know what it wants, just like a woman. All right. Why you should never argue with a woman, man. It's simple, fellas. Every time you've argued with a woman, what have you accomplished after you were done arguing with her? And now you can come at me saying that, oh, this goes back, this goes to arguing with anybody in general, right? But at least with a man, if you're arguing with a man, there's a lot of logics being exchanged. You can show him your logic, he can show you his logic. Even though emotions are high when you're arguing with a man doesn't say any stupid, dumb things if that doesn't make sense. Because he doesn't have the incentive to keep the other men under his spell. He doesn't have any incentive to keep the other men impressed. He doesn't have any incentive to build any kind of sexual attraction with that other man. I mean, unless he's gay, that's a different story. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about straight men here. When men are arguing with each other, it's simple. It's logic being exchanged. Okay, you don't agree with me on this? Why? Tell me why. Tell me your reasons. Okay, I understand your reasons, and I'm going to show you my reasons why you should agree with me. And these are my reasons. Even though they might be yelling at each other, even though they might be throwing punches and this and that, and we all know after a fight, a man shakes hand, both men shake hands, and they go along in their own life. But even though, let's say, they're cursing at each other, exchanging curse word, this and that, oh, you're not this, you're not that, and yelling and this and that, and they're raging at each other. Even despite of all that, it's still logics. If you hear a man's conversation with another man when they're fighting, yes, there might be slight emotional statements here and there that doesn't really make any sense. You're like, what? But it's not even close to be the amount of useless, stupid, emotional statements that you hear from a woman when you're arguing with her. So, in my opinion, you actually accomplish more than you actually accomplish more arguing with a man than you accomplish arguing with a woman. When you're arguing with a woman, there's nothing you're gonna get out of it. Okay? Chances are, number one, she knows she's wrong, but she's not going to admit it. At least with a man, he will admit it. A man usually admits that he's at fault if he's fighting with another man or verbally fighting with another woman. He usually admits it. Okay. Have you noticed in any kind of fighting situation, arguments with a woman, it's always the man who's just like, all right, whatever, all right, my bad, all right, whatever, move on, this and that. Well, the woman will never, ever admit that she's at fault. She will always bring something to put it in front of him so that the blame gets away from her, the conversation gets redirected in another way, so they get off topic and now they're fighting about something else that's completely irrelevant to the original topic. The reason behind that is simple, is because as men we're not perfect. We're going to mess up here and there. So when we're fighting with a woman about a topic X and she knows she's losing at this argument because she has done something wrong in this particular topic X, that's when she's going to bring up topic Y in front of you, where you probably did something wrong from the past. Now she has to bring that up and try to correlate somehow topic X with topic Y. And she does that usually by saying things like, oh, you never do this to me, or oh, you're always like this. Remember the time you did this? See? That's manipulation right there. Females are not stronger than us physically or mentally. That's why they have to use their words against us. Fellas, you're literally just draining your energy and your time when you're arguing with a woman. Nothing good comes out of it. You handle arguing with a woman with two ways. Number one, you just sit there, you let her have her piece, just act like you're not listening. And to be honest, you shouldn't even be listening. You just like, all right, whatever. Let all of that just go over your head. And then after that, you're like, you're done. All right, cool. Go back to doing what you're doing. Completely stay stoic. Or number two, in the middle of it, just cut her off. Be like, hey, if you don't shut up, either you're leaving or I'm leaving. Pick one. You're not getting a third option. Either you're gonna shut up or I'm gonna leave. I'm not giving you a third option. All right, whatever, leave. All right, pack your keys, go. See, a woman will always cooperate with you when she knows that you are not afraid to walk away from her under any circumstances, even if she has you by your balls when it comes to taking all of your properties. Let's say for some weird reason you're in a marriage situation and you know that if you divorce her, you're not gonna lose half of your stuff. You're gonna lose all of your stuff. Let's just give you a hypothetical example. Even in those situations, you can be afraid. At least you can't show her that you're afraid to walk away. If she knows that you're afraid, oh, game's over, buddy. She has the power. Remember, I always talk about it. It's a power struggle. She always wants to have the upper hand. It's not about companionship. It's not about partnership. It's just a power struggle. That's it in relationships. So you cannot let her know that you're afraid. Even if it hurts so much that, man, I cannot live without this girl. Man, like, even if you're living in the most scarcity mindset ever, you still cannot show it to her that you're afraid. Okay? Let's say that you just came into this dating game. This is your first girlfriend. You're just now watching my videos or some of the other Red Pill content creators' videos, and you don't have a whole lot of knowledge about this game yet. Even at that point, if you somehow come across this video, particularly right now that I'm making, just know that there's so many better women out there than this one. You're not losing anything. It's her loss if she loses you. You're not replaceable. She is. A man, we have vision. We have long-term vision. We can create things. We can build things. We can build an empire by ourselves. We can become millionaires, billionaires. Women biologically don't have that power. They can trick themselves into putting more and more hour in, just like a man does, but that psychologically and physically, they're not made for that. They're not made to take all that hit, all that stress from work. This is why you see women who are in corporate America working 40 hours, 50 hours, are so miserable, so unhappy, and in so many anxiety and depression medication, sleeping pills, etc., etc. Because they're not made for any of this. Fellas, arguing with a woman is literally just like talking to a brick wall. You cannot win, and the only way you can get your point across to her is if you, number one, not even number one, let me just generalize it even more. The only way you can win an argument with a woman when you just show to her that you are stoic about whatever the F she has to say. Whatever that is that she's mad about, she's complaining and nagging you about, if you can show it to her that you could care less, you could give a S less, whatever she's talking about. Now, obviously, these topics have to be trivial, right? Because we all know women fight about trivial stuff. They pick small fights here and there whenever they're bored, whenever they don't have a whole lot of things going on. They got to bring something up to spice things up, right? That's because they live on emotions, they live on feelings, they don't live on logic. So if you're having a fun week, a chill week with your woman, and everything is nice and dandy, and logically it makes sense for you guys to just sit there and relax and sip on your mimosas, emotionally it doesn't feel good to her because she needs to have that up and down, emotional up and down. So that's why she's going to bring something up to fight about. So those kind of little trivial small things, just ignore them. If it's something important, something that's worthwhile to talk about, yeah, you guys need to talk about that stuff. But even then, I wouldn't suggest arguing with anyone. An argument is when there's a clash of there's a crash of opinion. Your opinion doesn't match with hers, hers doesn't match with yours, and neither of you agree with each other. And then you start taking it to that's like the basic definition of an argument, right? We can at least agree on that. And then you just take it to a next step and next step and next step and next step further, which is bringing the intensity level up and up and up and up, more higher and higher and higher of the argument. And that usually happens by, raising your voice, cursing at each other, bring attack doing personal attacks, like how a lot of you guys would probably come in this video and watch this and do on the comment section about me. Oh, you're ugly. Oh, you're this and that. Oh, you can't get laid. Oh, who hurt you? This and that. Personal attacks, which is, again, all of this is completely irrelevant to what I'm saying here. All of those personal attacks your woman is attacking you with, or you're attacking your woman with, when you guys are fighting about something, is completely irrelevant to the original topic that you're fighting about in the first place. So just know that, okay? So this is why you should never be arguing with a woman. If there's a disagreement of opinion, okay, you let her know what you think, and she lets you know what she thinks. If she wants you to change something that you're doing, or change yourself, or do certain things for her that you don't want to do, if she asks you to do anything that you don't want to do, you have to stay strong on your 2 feet. You have to stand on your 2 feet strong and say, no, I'm not going to do it. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to leave me? You know where the door is. I'm not holding you hostage. Just say that. Just say those 2 lines. You going to leave me? You know where the door is. I'm not holding you hostage. Go back to do what you're doing. She needs to know you're not afraid for her to leave or for you to walk out. She needs to know that she's replaceable. She needs to know that you have options. Or at least you can get options just like that if you tried. Fellas, hope this video made sense, kind of feel like I kind of went on a different tangent of just ranting on this video, because really it's kind of self-explanatory if you think about this topic. Why would you be arguing with a woman? Women argue. Men stay stoic, men stay logical. An argument is literally nothing but emotional things. When things are being heated up, this and that, don't worry about getting your point across. If it's getting to the point where she's yelling at you and she's cutting you off every single time you open your mouth, and she's every logical sentence that you say, she starts being passive aggressive about it. You know those type of arguments that you have with your woman when you say that she did something wrong and she's like, of course you're gonna say that. You know how she laughs and then tries to point something right back at you. It's just passive aggressiveness. As I mentioned, they don't want to take responsibility or accountability for anything. They'll never want to admit that they're wrong at anything. They'll never say sorry to you. And if they do, they don't mean it. So don't believe their words. Ever. Don't ever believe a woman's words. Ever. Always her actions. So when any of that's happening, or you see that this is not a healthy conversation or a healthy discussion anymore, just stop talking. If you have to, get your keys, leave, go for a drive, go for a walk, go for a motorcycle ride if you have a motorcycle, go to the gym. Get your anger off somewhere else. Do not let her see you angry. Anger is another form of emotion, and is very, very, very powerful. Anger is more powerful. Anger, hate, all these negative emotions are more powerful than love, acceptance, happiness. So when she sees that she pressed your buttons and you're emotional, she made you angry, she knows that she won the argument. If you're arguing back with her, she knows she won the argument. Especially when she knows that she's wrong at it and you're right. But if she sees that she got you emotionally, because I know how hard it is not to get frustrated when somebody's saying some stupid, idiotic things. Some chick is saying some stupid, idiotic things in front of you, to you, and you're just sitting there like, what is this chick talking about? I know it's very hard to keep your calm. I know it's very hard not to get frustrated, but this is something you have to work on. This is not going to come to you overnight. This is not going to come to you in a month. This is not going to come to you even in a year. It might not. It's going to take time and time and time and practice. No, that does not mean that you need to be staying in a toxic relationship. That just means that have conversations with multiple people. start practicing this with multiple people. If you see that you're about to argue with somebody, your homeboy, your girlfriend, whatever, try controlling your anger. As soon as the other person sees that you're angry, they know that they got you. They're just trying to get a reaction out of you. This is why I don't feed the trolls here on YouTube. If I get some nasty comments or whatever, I just delete it. The reason why I delete it is not because I'm scared of their comments. It's not because I'm insecure about their comments. It's because I don't want YouTube algorithm to see something negative, some negative words on my channel, and not make my videos publish in front of other people. That's the only reason. This is why I don't curse on my videos. Fellas, I hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.